Hi Paul.
Hi Kyle. Welcome.
Thanks for having us today.
Yes, yeah.
Here we are now at CW. So first things first, we went through 2 years of really long time.
Correct.
Of COVID.
Yes.
I just want to know, how are you doing right now and what have been changed?
Okay, so welcome again, and it's great. I suppose we're in a positive market now because we're after coming out of COVID, and we did have a difficult 2 years for sure.
Yeah.
The changes that we would see now are practically minimal insofar as we're back to where we were.
Yeah.
We reopened for face-to-face classes in October.
Yeah.
And have remained open for face-to-face since then, and we're on the right track now. The key change that we would see from an operations point of view would be the lack of paper. Basically, that's it. We've gone all to soft copy. We've a working kind of online forum in each class now. That in the event of further COVID outbreak, we can switch with ease to an online forum in each class. At the moment, the online forum is good for posting homework. Yeah. Teachers can post up extra handouts, etc., etc. That's what's being used now, basically. Okay. So that's really the only change. Like we're back to maximum capacity in classes, 15 per class. Our numbers are growing. There is good demand for classes at the moment for both EU and non-EU. So we feel we're in a positive environment. Yeah, things are definitely on the way back to where they were for sure. Yeah,
it's very good to know. Actually, that leads to my next question. Since government lifted all the restrictions, I know there are a lot of international students are coming into Ireland and obviously to Cork as well.
Yes.
So what's your school capacity?
We've 13 classrooms, and as I said, our maximum capacity will be 15 per class.
Okay.
Come summertime, we will have more short-term students, more European students, France, Italy, Spain, Germany, etc. So we will be heading close to capacity, I think, during the summer. But at the moment, we have availability. You know, our numbers are getting stronger.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your current nationality mix?
Round figures, we would have probably 18 or 19 nationalities in the school at the moment. So the dominant nationalities would be Brazil, Latin American countries, Argentina, Mexico, Chile. Then you're going probably Spain, France, Italy. The smaller nationalities, they would be like South Korea, Russia, Turkey, Malaysia, some Japanese students. So all in, we're probably talking somewhere around 18 nationalities, you know, at the moment. Yeah, it's good for us, it's good for the student. You know, we keep a close eye on it.
My next question is, how is your accommodation situation?
The housing, we organise the accommodation for the students. Some students organise accommodation themselves. If they don't, we organise the accommodation here. Well, you have two options basically. You have a self-catering option and you have host family. You have both options available. We're gradually increasing our number of host families since COVID. When COVID stopped, families, you know, had their own families staying with them. Some of them have stopped hosting, others then are starting again. So we're building up our database of host families. Likewise, the accommodation providers pre-COVID would have had X amount of bed spaces. They dropped gradually, obviously during COVID. Now they're picking up again. So there are options available. The advice would be book early because you get what you want if you book early. So that would be the advice at the moment, you know. So, but to answer your question, it's self-catering or it's host family accommodation.
Okay. Yeah. What's your social activity programs like, and how is that running?
We're just starting to introduce them again. So we're starting from Monday week. In that we will have a number of free classes to offer students in the school. Generally they're business English, so maybe interview skills, writing your CV. That'll be on a Tuesday afternoon, and on Thursdays we will have communication and fluency practice. Okay. So they will have the option of attending free classes. Outside of the school, we're starting to introduce our Friday afternoon trips to the various sites that we can visit, both in the city and outside the city, namely Cove, Blarney Castle, Jamison Distillery in Middleton, Fota Zoo, which is again on a train line from the city. So we'll gradually be introducing those back in. You know, when we get better weather, we get more outside activities. So they're a vital part of the experience that will be available to all students.
So my next question is, what makes CW special in comparison to other language schools in Ireland?
I think we consider ourselves a small to medium-sized school. We get to meet and greet and know the students on a daily basis. You know, so we like that, and we know that the students like that. That's the feedback we're getting from students to say, yeah, we can meet Paul every day in the school. We can meet the teacher every day. They know our name. So I think that the small, cosy kind of atmosphere is good. That would be one, I suppose. Number two is that we're family run. So it's me, my sister Magella, and Marai. So we're Irish owned. We're from Cork. That would be another. That would be another point. And number three, I'd say we'd like to feel that we're hands-on insofar as we give support, the advice that international students need. And I'm heavily involved in that when the student starts, when the students arrive. I normally meet them on their second day in school. I have a visa induction with them. I'd explain to them about opening a bank account, explain to them about immigration, explain to them about the job opportunities in Cork, which there are plenty of. Explain about opening a PPS and giving support then in relation to accommodation or any other necessary information that they need. That's the way we've been, and that's kind of what we like. That's what we like to do, and the students in return like to receive that type of support as well. Another thing that we would have as well is that we've got a number of examiners on site. So if your students are planning on doing exam preparation, we have a number of examiners on site that will assist the students in doing mock exams, mock interviews. So just preparing the students for the test, basically. So we pride ourselves in that. We're a Cambridge Examination Centre winner as well. We kind of pride ourselves on the general English side and the exam preparation. Typically they'll attend general English classes first for a number of weeks, and then they will switch over to the exam preparation, and that is included in the package, that is included in the course fees.
If I may actually add one more advantage of CW is very competitive pricing. Just to wrap up this interview, if you can just give one piece of advice to whoever is watching this video who is interested in coming to Ireland, what kind of piece of advice would you give?
One would be, if we talk about Cork in brief, it's a small city, it's situated in southern Ireland, it's the second city in Ireland. From a facilities perspective, we have our own international airport, we've very good housing facilities, we've very good job prospects, part-time jobs for students that want to work part-time during their courses. In general, Cork people are very welcoming. From talking to other students, when you walk around Cork, you see a lot of local Cork people, and based on what students are telling us, you go to Dublin, you don't see an awful lot of Irish people in Dublin, you see more international people in Dublin.
더블린은 더 이상 아일랜드스럽다는 느낌이 이제 많이 안 드는 것 같고, 워낙 이제 국제화 도시가 돼버려서 코크는 확실히 와보니까 아직도 여기가 아일랜드가 맞구나.
Coming here, the advice would be plan early. Before you come here, think about what type of course you want to do. Is exam preparation your priority? My advice for any student is when you come here, you should take advantage of being here. Take the advantage of doing an exam while you're here. That's real important advice for students that want to come here. This is your opportunity. Experience the culture, improve your English, and take an exam so that you actually have a certificate going back to your country when you're finished.
I think it's really good advice. Well, thank you for your interview. Thank you for your time, and thanks for having us today.
Excellent. You're very welcome. Very welcome.
It has been a real joy.
And we welcome your students.
Yes. Thanks for your time, Paul.
Thank you too.
Thank you.